Good morning, traders. Adam here from Bull Logic, doing another morning watch list for you. Let's take a quick look at the S&P. Yesterday we did see a gap down yesterday. Hopefully everybody survived that. Pretty much we just gapped down lower about 1%, and then we just kind of grinded our way higher. We did finally break out of a little range towards the end of the day before moving up. This has been a bit unusual because usually all these other days that we've been down, we've just pretty much been range bound down there and haven't really done anything. We just kind of chopped around. At least yesterday we did see a test of this 1357 support here, this bottom of that bear flag, before we got bought up a little bit more. Right now we're looking at the futures starting off pretty much flat. The trick is going to be see if we can hold this balance. If you're a bull, you're going to be looking at that 50-day moving average as your first main level of resistance. Then you're going to be looking at that downward trend line if you were to make it above that. If you're a bear, you're just looking to break below yesterday's low, so that won't be a bad deal for them. And then we're looking to take it down to that 1340 support level. Let's take a couple stocks. Groupon, GRPN. It's looking like it finally put in a bottom here. Got good volume coming in. This oversold. Looks like it might be its reversal day. Look for it to continue and take off. Get over that $12. Could be good for another pop higher. TWER. Still watching this one. Still on the watch list. Still got that range right here at that 1480 level. Right in that 20-day moving average. Look for it to break out higher. PHH. Again, still on the watch list. From yesterday, still looking at that 16 level. Holding that 200-day moving average right now. So let's see if we can continue to hold that and put in a nice base right there before breaking out higher. IGTE, this one looks like a breakout and then a pullback. It's starting to bounce higher. Let's see if we can get over this little range. You see there's been a little bit of a major resistance here, that 1866, 1865 level. So let's see if we can take out that. Good volume starting to come in on this bounce. HGT. These little oil and gas companies seem to be sitting on the bottom. A lot of them seem to have this same kind of pattern. I'll show you a couple more in a second. But it looks like it's starting to put in the bottom here. Definitely could start to bounce higher. Good volume that came in, and it's coming out of that oversold territory. SIGM. This is another one that's been bouncing in between that 20 and that 50-day moving average. Look for it to take out that 50-day moving average and come out of this range at that 540 level. Definitely a good look on this one. ELON. This is a bit thin, and it's got a nice little resistance there at that 430 level. Look for it to take out that 20-day moving average. Volume starting to come in a little bit, so it could run. We could see a nice push, at least at 1455, and then up at that 1470 level. RES, here's another one of those small oil and gas companies putting in a bottom. This one's a little bit more choppy, but still got a good pattern here as it's starting to base out a little bit more. Definitely look for that to break higher into that 20-day moving average. AVEO, a biotech starting to put in a bottom. Again, a little bit messy here, but the bottom is clearly seen. Look for it to take out that 1090 level. ZZZ, looks like it's starting to bounce off that 20-day moving average. Nice breakout, nice pullback on low volume. That is perfect volume pattern here. It's already worked its way out of the overbought into the oversold territory, so it definitely looks prime for a bounce. However, this is really thin, but it has lots of shorts in it, so be careful with that one. MIPS, another breakout pullback. We were talking about this one yesterday, waiting for one more day to break down. It did. Low volume, so it's definitely primed for another bounce higher. And ZNGA, this one also looks like it's ready for a reversal day, just like Groupon. It's pretty much sitting dead on the bottom on that oversold territory. Sold off in these last week or so, and now it looks like it might be ready to reverse and bounce higher. If the market bounces higher, I definitely keep all these bounces on watch. If the market decides to turn around and tank, then I wouldn't put too much in this bouncing. We might get a bounce out of Zynga and Groupon just because they're so oversold that they just might need to come out of that no matter if the market's down or up. So definitely keep those on watch. Good luck, everyone.